Hey guys, it's Connor Kersavi, and welcome to another My Little Pony Live review. As you probably noticed, I have not made another My Little Pony Live review in a while, and I also apologize for not uploading that much videos as a recently. And this time I'm going to be doing another video for you guys today. But this time it will just be for there's some Pony Live fans, or in this case, some My Little Pony fans. Hence, this is my review of Pony Live episodes 5 and 6. If you have not seen my previous two review videos, those for the first 4 episodes, my review for episodes 1 and 2, Princess Probs and the Best of the Worst, and my review for episodes 3 and 4, how Applejack got her hat back and cute Pocketlips and Meow. If you have not seen those two reviews, make sure that you go watch them on my channel first, or you can find them on my Pony Live review you play with list. Okay, so enough wasting time. Let's get started with the review. Let's start off with Pony Live episode 5, Bad Things No 3, part 1 and part 2. Yep, it's basically another Pony Live episode where it's basically those 5-minute segments, and for each stories. Yeah, but in this case, its episode for 5 is pretty much split into two 5-minute segments. That's why it's called Bad Things No 3, part 1 and part 2. Yep. And this episode was written by Monty Rails. Is that how you say your name incorrectly? Yep. So, yeah, when I first watched Pony Live episode 5, Bad Things No 3, I think it was a good Pony Live episode of focusing on rarity. Yep, it's pretty much the episode out of where we do get to see a Pony Live design of fancy pants. I do think his Pony Live design looks okay. Hey, but at least if you would compare his Pony Live design to his Friendship is Magic design, yep, I do think he looks okay in this episode. And also, for part 1 of this episode, it's basically about a rarity with this headband. And as you can see in the picture, it was colored red, but it was previously colored blue. But there's basically this moment in the episode out of where the potion spilled out onto the headband, and that Rarity's wearing a gold from blue to red. And whoever wears this red band on their head, they would get inside this dimension, where you can see another version and of yourself with those glowy eyes. That's basically what does this headband, and it does was after it's been and affected by this one potion. Yep, I know Pony Live season 1 is pretty much has some episodes where it's pretty much about potions. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I will talk about where do those potions come from once I review the other future Pony Live episodes, especially about this one character that has the word potion in her name. Yeah, but make sure you turn on notification bells. Make sure you turn on the. I'll try and get in. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you will not miss out on my future or Pony Live reviews. Anyways, back to this. Now for part 2. I do think the title cards for Pony Live actually do look that silly and cool and good at the same time. Yeah, the title card for part 1 looks good, but even though it's just rarity, he looking at this other version of her wearing the red and the band, and and the title card for part 2, it looks good, I'd say the least. It's just rarity trying to steal, Pinkie Pie's recipe. Yep, part 2 basically has the scene of where Rarity's acting so stupid, and of where she is trying to steal, Pinkie Pie's recipe. But I can't take Pinkie Pie as a recipe. She needs it to cook something good. Yep, Rarities keep acting a fool of herself in part 2 of the episode. Yep, at least we do get to see a scene of where Rarity he's fighting with Gummy over that recipe. And not only that, we also do get to see a scene of where the red band and falls on Rarity's head, and that makes her get inside that dimension and with that version of her herb. Yeah, and I do think the ending of the episode was good. Yep, I guess I think that's pretty much that's all I have to say about Pony Live Episode 5. Bad Things Note 3. He part 1 and part 2. Yep. I think this episode was good for what it's trying to be. I'll give this episode an 8 out of 10. Yeah. Now let's move on to Pony Live Episode 6. Pinkie Pie Hyper Helper. It's part 1 and part 2. So in this 2-parter, her Pinkie Pie is trying to actually prepare herself now for the Royale Jelly Juggernaut competition. But you can see in part 1, Pinkie Pie just has to help out her 5 friends. And Fluttershy's trying to take care of those 3 cursed Phillies. Rarity, he just wants Pinkie to choose the right color. Applejack is trying to do a project or something. And Twilight Sparkle was trying to trying to do something with this camera. And Rainbow Dash is being so sick. Yeah, but this is pretty much the first Pony Live episode out where it does have a coronavirus. The joke again it. Because Pony Live was made and when we are still in the COVID pandemic. Yeah, but I believe this episode came out in 2020. Yeah, but that's why this writer, her name Kadi Chilsahan, decided that it was a good idea to include a coronavirus the joke by having Rainbow Dash being sick in the episode. Yep, and not only that, in part 2 of the episode, Rainbow Dash just had to help out her friends, and while she is being sick. Yep, I think it's just silly and dumb for Rainbow Dash as being sick in the episode. Yep. Okay, I'll stop talking about that coronavirus as a joke because I am reviewing this episode out in the year 2024. Yeah, but up. After Pinkie Pie wasted so much time, I'm helping out her friends and part of one of the episode. Out in part 2, Pinkie Pie and her 5 friends just had to go all the way to Canterlot to try to do the Royal Jelly Juggernaut competition. Her friends then helped her out bake this cake for Princess Celestia to eat. But after they did it, it looks like Pinkie Pie just lost. All because, as Princess Celestia said, that the Royal Jelly Juggernaut competition is only for one single pony to bake something good, but not 5 ponies or 6 ponies. Yeah, but and it's basically this scene of where Twilight Sparkle crumbles into pieces. Yep, I think that's silly. Yep, sorry Pinkie, you just did not win in the Royal Jelly Juggernaut competition to the trophy. Yep, I know this picture, Twilight's just blocking in the trophy. I apologize for that. I had to make this picture before I decided to record this video. Yep, I do like that one part at the end and a part 2 where Twilight, Pinkie, Rarity, Applejack, and Fluttershy tells Rainbow Dash to go home and rest. Go home and rest! But you need me here! And we do get to see Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle have to wear a mask. Yep, and Twilight just had to use that fresh spray to make everything smell fresh. So that way they will not get that sickness. It's from Rainbow Dash. Yep, Rainbow Dash just had to go back to her home to rest, all because she is sick. Yep. How would you imagine if a My Little Pony episode where it does have a coronavirus joke, or especially a COVID-19 joke, of where Rainbow Dash is being sick? I know a later Pony Live episode, Sick the Day, also had the similar coronavirus joke in it. But we will wait until later to cover that episode. To cover that later episode where it also has another coronavirus joke. Okay, it. Yeah, but but overall, I do think in Pinkie Pie, Hyper, or Helper, is also a good but decent Pony Live episode for what it's trying to be. Well, I would give this episode a 7 out of 10. When I'm especially starting to think that Pony Live is pretty much a good series so far, or with the first 6 episodes. That I reviewed, at least for now. Yeah, but I can't wait to cover more of the show, of what it has to offer. So anyways, here's my final ratings. Bad Needs Note 3 gets a 8 out of 10, as I said before. And Pinkie Pie Hyper Her Helper Herb gets a 7 out of 10 because of that coronavirus and the joke in it of where Rainbow Dash being sick. Heck. And that wraps up my review for Pony Live episodes 5 and 6. I hope some of you Pony Live fans enjoy this video, and if you do, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below your thoughts on what do you think about episodes 5 and 6. If you have seen them before, okay, but hey guys, stay tuned for my review on episodes 7 and 8. Coming soon. And I will see you ponies and bronies next time. This is Connor Kursavi, the My Little Pony fan, signing out. Hoof to heart.